Get ready to rewind. It's time for our favorite throwback moments. Please enjoy.
Hi everyone, I'm Lisa.
Hi, I'm Haruka.
And we're students from
TC and Fun Beyond for Education. Today we are in front of Legacy Effect Building in Los Angeles.
Wow, so amazing. Let's go inside.
So excited. Wow, this is so cool.
Look at all these art. Yes. Oh my gosh. Should we invite our guest in for today?
Of course.
Okay. Welcome.
Hi.
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you both.
So, this is Mr. Darnell Isom. He's the head special effects artist and costume designer at Legacy Effects, where we are filming today. Thank you so much for having us today.
Thank you for coming.
So, Legacy Effects is an integral part of bringing some of Hollywood's most legendary creatures, characters, and practical special effects to life. Your studio has made prehistoric monsters and lovelorn sea creatures, iconic robots, homicidal cyborgs, superheroes, supervillains, and so much more.
With over 100 years of combined experience, the Oscar-nominated and Emmy-winning co-founders of Legacy Effects have developed a vast range of special effects and film production knowledge, utilizing it to stay on the cutting edge of practical effects and design.
We're so excited to be here. Thank you again so much for inviting us. Well, let's find out more.
Yes.
Let's take a look at this art over here. Could you explain a little bit about it?
Yes, this is the robot and the robotic dog from the film Fetch, starring Tom Hanks. Airs on Apple TV. The robot and the dog are both fully animatronic and puppeteerable.
And then I see Baby Yoda over there.
There's Baby Yoda, also known as Grogu from the Mandalorian series, where he's on Disney Plus.
Awesome, amazing. And then we also see Iron Man over here.
Yes, this is Iron Man from all the Iron Man films and the Avengers movies. And a little known fact is Iron Man is the very first film for Legacy Effects.
Amazing, amazing. And then behind us here, we also see some posters. Haruka, we've seen these movies,
Yeah,
right?
we've seen that. Yeah.
Amazing. Could you explain a little bit more about these
Yes,
two?
behind us is a bunch of the films that we've worked on, from Suicide Squad, Terminator, Jurassic World, Avengers, and many more.
Super cool. Super cool.
So we'd love to hear more about your work, so let's find it.
So now we've arrived at the second floor of the Legacy Effects building. This is the conference room, right?
Yes, correct.
Is it okay if you could give us a little tour of the...
For sure. We'll go inside.
Thank you. Let's go inside. Wow. It looks like a museum in here.
Yeah, this is so cool.
Could you give us a little introduction?
Sure. So inside the conference room is a lot of collectibles. Some are collectibles and some are actually designed specifically for pitches. So when we have meetings, we'll do sculptures. So like these guys, for example, they're not collectibles. These were made just to pitch the idea for the film. And then some are collectibles.
And I see that statue over there. Is that the biggest collectible you've ever created?
Probably not. We've actually made full-size figures of Darth Vader. So that's probably one of the bigger collectibles that we've done. We have this full, it's like huge. It's not here, but we have these.
And is this the heaviest? It looks really heavy.
Yeah.
It's heavy, but it's not the heaviest.
Not
that
the
guy
heaviest.
is actually, this is a full suit actually used in the film. So this was in Snow White and the Huntsman. So it's actually not a collectible, but an actual screen-worn costume.
Which one is the longest time did you take to create?
Let's see. Probably, I would say, all of these guys, Avatar. So Avatar was years. So many years. So this is the character named Terry from Avatar. This one is just collectible, but the film and the process of creating that film was stretched over. I think the first film was 7 years.
7 years?
Yes. So definitely, most films are just done within a couple of months, 6 months. Back in the day, films were about a year, sometimes a year and a half. But now, films are generally within 6 months, 7 months, something like that. But this was 7 years.
I also love the lighting in here, and some of these figures also have like lights on them. It just makes it come to life. It's so cool. And I see these. Are these hollow? These?
Yes, most of them are hollow. So that make it kind of lessen the weight.
Mhm.
Some of them are not hollow, but
Was everything in this room made by you?
no.
Not everything.
I worked on a lot of the things in this room. I probably sculpted. So I just sculpted this guy, a couple guys over there, but sculpted this guy down there.
Mhm.
So I've worked on a lot of things in this room, but special effects in film is like a team thing.
Teamwork.
So it takes so many people doing so many different things.
I see so many figures in this room, but do you have a personal favorite?
Yeah.
This room, probably, I like this sculpture.
This one, right here.
Yeah, so that guy I like a lot, and of course I like Adam as well. The robot as well.
And for this figure, you also mentioned that you have a lighter version of it as well, right?
Yes. It's very, very, very heavy. Probably the heaviest thing in this room. Because it's the original. So the originals are always a little heavier. The production version is much lighter.
So do you always make multiple versions of
Oh yes,
for an
everything.
original
Like,
one and then
Like usually you have what they call the paint master. So paint master would be this guy. So you have one that is painted, fully, completely done, and how you would like it to look when it's being reproduced. You have a version that is broken down to all the parts. So that's the cast master. So that way they know how many parts something is, how they need to put together. Then you have one that's put together that's not painted, so you can see how it's assembled. So usually you have 3, sometimes 4, and then all of that gets sent to people so they know what to do.
Is he, she, cat?
That is it's in the original turn it around so you can see the little cat there. And the first actually the Alien film, there was a character, a little cat named Jones. And so we put it in there just kind of like an Easter egg. Because in the film, that little cat, they're trying really hard to save that cat's life. So we just kind of stuck Jones in there just for fun.
it's kind of a silly question, but do you get to keep all the castings and all the original ones and then the production ones that you make?
No, actually. So,
No.
So depending on what it is. So usually Sideshow, for example, we can get things from them. So we have a nice working relationship with them. But usually when we make something, it is just for the film or just for whatever it is, And there is no copies. There is nothing. So usually back in the day, before they're starting to have a museum, but back in the day they would actually destroy everything. So certain films, there's literally nothing from, like for Fifth Element is actually notorious for that. That film had so much beautiful art, so many beautiful sculptures. Everything, including the actual drawings, were destroyed for the entire film.
Why
so
is
there is
that?
nothing because they wanted to make sure that there was no reproductions.
That's
So
reasonable.
they would destroy everything, and also there was just nowhere to put anything. So because you move things like Disney is different, and even Warner Brothers is different. They actually have storages just for everything. It all gets cataloged and brought to a place. But most films, once it's made, everything destroyed, so it won't be replicated, and that's it. Like I remember working, we would have to go through and just destroying molds and cutting things up, and you're just like, oh my god.
Oh no.
Destroy this beautiful piece of artwork, and then you smash it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
How long did you take to create this one?
Took maybe 3 months.
3 months.
And I have to ask, what is the material that it's made out of?
So this one is 3D printed, so everything is a type of resin. So each part was printed, even the dome piece is a clear resin.
Approximately, like how much would you say it weighs?
Oh, this is probably 50. 40, 50 pounds probably. Yes, they're pretty heavy.
Awesome.
What do you do when you have like struggling time to create these artworks? What do you do for like come up with a new idea or?
So depending on the project, usually I like to, before starting the job, I take time to kind of fill your brain with different inspirational pieces. So I'll look at this, for example, this guy was inspired by Giger, so I looked up lots of different types of things in that world. But if I was working on a robot or a suit, same thing. Look at different cars and various things depending on the line and the flow of what it is that you're making.
And in general, I see a lot of pieces in this room, but in general, how long does a project usually take from like start to finish?
Most projects are probably about, for a film, for a feature, maybe 6 months, probably 6 months.
Does it depend on like the size and the material that you're using?
For films, no, it just depends on how much that you're making for the film, you know, like what you're creating, whether it's a full suit or animatronic. But I would say the beginning of something is always the same because it's doesn't actually have any weight. Usually you're designing on paper or you're designing in a computer. It has no real scale, so it can be a full world, but it's this big. But then once you actually go to create it, that's what starts to take time.
I see. And then you also mentioned that you started like watching Japanese anime when you were little, and it led you to this business. When did you realize that maybe this might be my calling and this is what I want to do?
I'd probably say high school. I went to a performing arts high school, and I actually majored in music, and so I did music for 16, 17 years.
Wow.
But then as I was leaving high school, but I actually started watching, they had this thing on TV. It was like an anime, because I had never seen anime before that. So probably, but they showed it, there was like a 2-hour segment or something that would come on. And they would show different animations, so like Lensman, Akira, and Ghost in the Shell. And so that like changed my life, watching those things, because I didn't know what it was, but it was so creative. So I changed from music to art at that point.
So they are all super good, but like, do you have favorite one, if you would say?
Yeah, for sure. Predator is probably my favorite creature. That's actually why I work here, because the artist that created Predator was done at this studio. The artist worked here. The film was made here, so that was a huge inspiration. It's my favorite creature, favorite alien.
And you've been to Japan many times, and your brother also has a company there.
Yes.
Do you have a memorable place that you've been to in Japan?
Well, you know, we're all nerds, right? So Akihabara was like probably my favorite place to be, because they have all the toy stores and bottle stores and animation, video games, everything is there.
I see. Yeah, so thank you so much for your time today. We had a great time here today. It was such a pleasure meeting you too.
Oh, thank you guys.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Ready to explore media scenes with Creative World.
From cameras to editing, hosting, and beyond, let's level up your skills and carve a path to that dream job.
We are here to cheer on everyone pursuing with their entertainment dreams.
So drop us a message at the link below, and let's ignite your media journey.
家にあって安心。すぐに食べれていつでもおいしい家族の味方。昔も今もこれからも食卓を支える安心の味であり続けたい。白菊のさぬきやうどん。
Next is Behemoth.
Behemoth, and this is the colored version.
Oh yeah, painted.
Painted. So yeah, this is my first time seeing Behemoth in person, and yeah, this is other than the Playmates. I think this is the only one that's readily available or soon to be available, and definitely Behemoth is looking awesome.
I like the. What do you think of the his tux there? There's more detail in the tux than I
Yeah.
expected.
I think it's extremely well done. I don't recall from the movie if there's those like I guess vines, but
Yeah.
But it is a nice effect. Very cool.
Oh yeah. And then that's Behemoth.
That's Behemoth,
and then we have Warbat.
Yeah, Warbat.
Oh, looking a very wide like spread there, wing spread.
Yeah, wide wings. I think other than Playmates, I think this is definitely another rare chance to get a Warbat figure.
Yeah. And
Also extremely well sculpted, and
look underneath Warbat.
And my guess is they're gonna use like a wire tail similar to the Skull Crawlers and the Skull Devil. So you see, there's no segments on
Yeah,
the
no
tip
yeah.
of the tail.
Yeah, I see no segments on the tail there. So yeah, so it looks like it'll be like one long wire.
Yep.
Where's the first? Where do you think the first segment is? I think it's hard to tell.
Right without touching it, I think it's right around here. And then there's like a tail separate. The tail connectors right there.
Okay. Yeah. Oh yeah. Warbat's looking good
Alright,
there.
next up we have Skilla.
Painted.
Painted Skilla. So this is my first time also seeing Skilla painted, and very well done. So I think right now she's kind of just resting, but you can do a lot of articulation because any insect or crustacean type creature is perfect for articulation.
Yeah, it looks like each joint. It looks like each joint is articulated.
Yep.
You know, what's that little green?
I think
that's the putty to hold it down.
Yep.
Yeah, let me get her from the side here too. Yeah, so there's a little putty just to keep her in place. That's what the green is. So that's for display. Nice, yeah, nice and bumpy. It's got a really nice, good crustacean feel to it, I think.
It does. It's very snow crab-like.
Yeah. Oh yeah, there's even more.
Yep. Next up we have, we've already reviewed this one. This is Godzilla Evolved. This is the exquisite basic version. And here is the Shimo, which we also reviewed, and this is the standard version of the one we just saw.
Okay, oh yeah, so this is the...
So you can see the difference is painted.
Yeah, so this is the stylus statue.
Hark at the bells, sweet silver bells, all seem to say throw cares away. Christmas is here, bringing good cheer to young and old, meek and the bold. Ding dong, that is their song. With joyful ring or caroling, one seems to hear words of good cheer from everywhere, filling the air. Oh, how they pound, raising the sound, all in the dale, telling their tale. Gloria in excelsis Deo. Gloria, gloria. Hark how the bells all seem to say, Christmas is here, bringing good cheer to young and old, meek and the bold. Ding dong, that is their song. With joyful ring or caroling, one seems to hear words of good cheer from everywhere, filling the air. Oh, how they pound, raising the sound, all in a dale, telling their tale. Hey, 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 while people sing songs of good cheer, Christmas is here. Hey, 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 while people sing songs of good cheer, Christmas is here. Gloria in excelsis Deo. Gloria, gloria.
watching Creative World.
See you next week.
レストランオーナーの皆様、揚げ物の油代でお困りではありませんか？カロリーを抑えてもっと品質を良くしたいと思いませんか？そんな皆様に必見、世界初の特許技術、油の給油率を 50% から 80% 低減、水のように油を軽く、揚げ時間の削減、少ない油で美味しくヘルシーに。詳しくは bbflyglobal.com まで。